Good morning and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new vlog. I've decided to start the day today coming out for a walk along the beach. So I'll do a little b-roll footage so you can see what I'm seeing and come along with me, and then we'll start the day when I get back home. But it's such a beautiful day here and the beach is gorgeous. It's just magical. I love living here. Excuse the hat. I bought this recently, but it's perfect for like my walks. I can have my hair up but still block a lot of the sun off my face. It does say Miami, which I love. Yeah, it's not a fashion statement, don't worry. I'm not trying to be like a cool kid. I think it's quite fun actually. Anyway, yeah, so let's start this video. So like I said, I'm just going to go for a walk, probably for about an hour, and then I'll head back home and show you what I do for the rest of the day. Probably get some work done, edit last week's video that needs to be up today. So we're also currently in the middle of the coronavirus crisis pandemic. It's Wednesday the 18th of March, so a lot of bars and restaurants have been shut down. Everyone's kind of in panic mode a little bit. Yeah, so I'll discuss that probably later on, like how it's affecting me and what I'm doing to avoid the coronavirus. But for now, let's go for a nice walk together. So I've just finished my little 30 whatever minute walk. I'm just going to go and sit in the hammocks because our building has hammocks, a barbecue and like a beach area with beach volleyball. So I'm going to go and chill out there for 5 minutes until before I head home and start the day properly. This is so nice. Just relaxing on the hammock. The sun's gone away for a little second, but there's a nice breeze and it's nice and warm. Apart from the drilling in the background, it's nice and relaxing. So while I'm here, I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about coronavirus and what we're doing to avoid it and how it's affecting us, things like this. So what we're doing to avoid it is we both work from home anyway, so it's kind of not affecting much of our daily life. We're not particularly going to the shops too often. We kind of went for a big shop over the weekend. Found toilet paper last night, so that's good. I don't think we need to go shopping again for a little while. So we're fully stocked up. Like I said, we're not particularly going to restaurants or going out anywhere. We come out onto the beach for a walk, but we don't touch anything, we don't talk to anyone, so you know, we're avoiding all contact with other people. How it's affected us, I've lost some work from it. Not many people are booking in photo shoots. I was also supposed to photograph some products from China, which obviously I haven't got yet, and that was since January, so that's 3 months of work that I've lost there. And we look after dogs, we do dog boarding, and obviously a lot of people aren't going on holiday, so we're not looking after their dogs, so dogs have been cancelled as well. So financially, I know there's other people that are a lot worse off. Luckily Jeremy's still got his job and he's still being paid, and we can afford to pay everything with his salary, so if I don't earn anything, it's okay. But I know there are a lot of people that are a lot worse off and they're going to have to close businesses and figure out other ways to make money. But speaking of which, because I'm not getting any photo shoots in, I've started a new website that I started on Saturday, and I've kind of been building it since then. And I want to start selling presets, so for travel and dogs mainly, but I also want to do drones and weddings and studio work, so that anyone who wants to get into photography can buy these presets and have some awesome photographs basically. And then along with that, I'm also thinking about creating some online courses. So for example, how to take photographs of your dog with your iPhone, Lightroom tutorials, how to become a dog photographer courses, how to do studio photography courses. So there's a lot that I know or that I've learned over the past couple of years that I'm pretty sure I could pass on to other people and people who want to start in the photography industry. So even though this time, you know, with not many bookings and things isn't great for business, it is great. It's a great way to start something new and to start a new passion and something like a new business idea that you wouldn't usually have time for, or a new skill, or, you know, if you want to learn about something, it's a great chance to do some online courses. So try make the most out of this coronavirus situation. If everyone's being quarantined, try and do something to better yourself or to learn something new. Don't just sit and watch Netflix for the next 2 weeks. You know, there's no point in doing that. But to be honest, it's probably a good thing. Like I said, for businesses, you can think of new ideas and new things to do. But also for the environment, I think there's less smog and fog everywhere, and obviously less people taking trains and cars and flights. Factories have been closed down in China, which is, I think, affecting the environment. So, you know, there are good things happening because of the coronavirus. We just need to try and see the positives and, you know, try and do our best, really. Try and help each other and try and be there for each other, but also, you know, do something for you that can improve your future and help you out. Right, I am hot and hungry and thirsty, so I'm going to go back home, probably do some yoga if Jeremy's not shouting on the telephone. Otherwise I'll crack on with some work and I'll show you what I get up to today, because I'm in the middle of doing presets for my website. I've got 7 online at the moment. I want to try and have at least maybe 15 or 20 so people can choose from different ones. So I'll show you what I do for that, and I'll show you the website so far. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good day today. It feels like a good day. I'm happy today, I'm excited today. I'm less like stressed and worried about this whole coronavirus thing. I'm just trying to see the positives. So if you can do that too, do that too. Obviously this video is gonna go out next week, so this is gonna be a week behind. So maybe by then I'm stressing a bit more, but anyway, that's it for now. Let's go inside and get some food and drink and maybe do some yoga. So for breakfast I'm gonna have a Greek yogurt with raspberries, blueberries, a trail mix which is like nuts and a bit of chocolate thing and raisins, and then some nut butter on top and a banana. Finished my yoga, which was lovely, although I don't think I told you, so I had a trapped nerve in my back on Saturday morning. So Saturday and Sunday I kind of spent the whole time on the sofa not moving because I was in pain, but doing a couple of the moves then kind of pulled it a little bit, so I think I need to take it easy a couple more days before I can get back into like normal me. Anyway, I'm gonna go for a shower and then I'm gonna get on with some work and I'll show you what I do then. So it's currently Monday the 23rd of March. Everyone's kind of in lockdown and quarantine. We haven't officially been in lockdown in Miami, but it's recommended to self-quarantine. So we spend most of our days indoors and then kind of go out for like an hour walk in the evenings to watch the sunset. That's generally what we're doing to stay safe. And then even when we do come back, we wash our hands and make sure that, you know, we're clean and we don't touch anything, we don't talk to anyone. Yeah, so that's our situation at the moment, but I thought I'd vlog the next couple of days to see what it's like in quarantine. But to be honest, it doesn't change a lot for us and our life, just because we work from home anyway, and then we tend to just go out for a walk anyway in the evenings. It's changed things like Daybreak has obviously been cancelled, my dog events have been cancelled, I'm not having any photography work, we're not looking after dogs, so there are quite a few things that have changed, but it's not dramatically different compared to a lot of people that are off work and that are at home when they wouldn't usually be. It's honestly quite funny. It's quite funny watching all the influencers talking about being at home with their partner 24/7 and how it's like driving them a little bit mad, and like tips and tricks on how to put up with your husband for quarantine. And I don't know, me and Jeremy are just so used to it. It it's just normal to us to spend all day every day together. So I don't know, I don't really have any tips and tricks. It's just we love each other's company and we don't really argue or get annoyed or anyway. So I'm going to vlog the next couple of days and call this like the quarantine diaries, just to kind of document what we do, what we get up to. I was going to go out for a walk and do some yoga this morning, but it's grey and rainy, so I'm going to practice some yoga indoors here. The cool thing about actually the quarantine is that lots of yoga teachers and fitness people, sorry I got nicked your nose, have been teaching online, doing like Instagram live sessions. So there's been a lot of free yoga online with lots of different teachers from around Miami. So usually we don't go to a lot of classes because it would cost us kind of $20 to $30 for the class, plus then probably $30 in Ubers. So if we both pay for a class, that's like $60 plus 30, so like $90 for a class. So we don't do a lot of yoga, like different yoga classes with different people. So this would be a really nice opportunity to kind of do different classes with different people. But I don't think there's anyone live at the moment. Let me just double check my Instagram. It's just gone 10 o'clock, so maybe there is somebody doing it. No, so I think I'll just do a yoga with Adrienne. Oh, Madam.
And I am recording from Samadhi. So Samadhi is this sculpture.
No, he's just talking. Okay, so I'm just going to do some yoga with Adrienne, which is a YouTube channel for maybe half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. And then get some breakfast and start the day. So I thought I would do a little time lapse of my yoga so you can see what I'm up to. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, it's going to be pretty much the same as my normal life, but I guess just a little bit different. Anyway, so yeah, let's get on with the yoga. I'm going to have oats with some nuts and raisins, some nut butter, some raspberries, blueberries, a little bit of maple syrup. I think that's it. Let me get started. I'll show you what I do. So, it's been a couple of hours since I last spoke to you, but here's what happened. About a week and a half ago, so last Saturday, I pulled not even pulled a muscle, I trapped a nerve in my back, which meant that it hurt to breathe and move and do anything really. It took a couple of days to kind of calm down, but then it's kind of been at about, you know, 5 or 10% for the past week or so. So it's been fine, it's been manageable, but it's still been there. And when I was dancing in the kitchen, making my breakfast, I pulled it again or did something with it, so it's back to how it was last week. So it hurts again, hurts to breathe, hurts to move, hurts to do everything. So I'm going to go to CVS and see if I can find some like heat cream or heat pads or something to try and like help it a little bit, because this is the 3rd time now it's happened since December. So obviously there's something wrong. It's always in the same place as well. So I'm going to go and see if I can get something to help. But anyway, I had my breakfast, watched a bit of YouTube and just relaxed a little bit. I'm trying to take today as like a self-care day, and I was going to do some like fitness stuff, but obviously I won't be doing that now, I've got a sore back. But anyway, and then at 12:30, Jay Shetty, who's that like, he used to be a monk, he does meditations and things. He did a meditation at 12:30 Miami time, and he will be doing for 20 full days. So I think today was day 4, from 12:30 for about 20 minutes, which was so nice. But I did it in the living room, like sat on a chair, and pretty much fell asleep. So I walked into the bedroom and napped for 40 minutes afterwards. So maybe I needed that, but it was good. So I recommend all of you listen to Jay Shetty's, oh, I'm out of breath, Jay Shetty's meditations every day at 12:30 Miami time. So whatever it's going to be, wherever you are. Yeah, they're really good. So I just napped, and I'm now going to go to CVS and see what I can find. So good morning guys. So today is Tuesday and it's March 24th. We last saw people on March 12th, so this is day 12 of self-isolation. I mean, it's, to be honest, not a lot has changed for me and Jeremy because we both work from home anyway. You know, our routines are pretty much the same, but what has changed is that we obviously don't look after dogs. I have no photo shoots, we don't go to daybreak or see friends, things like that, but overall our kind of day-to-day life is pretty much the same. So not a lot has happened. Anyway, last night, well yesterday, I went to CVS. I took my camera thinking, okay, it'll be fun to like video how different life is in Surfside with the coronavirus and with everybody indoors, but honestly it was kind of just the same as usual. There was a couple of cafes and restaurants that were closed, but then they aren't always open during the day anyway. Some of them open just at night time, so that wasn't particularly strange, and then the shops were fine. I guess the only weird thing was that people were wearing masks and gloves, but I didn't really feel comfortable filming people. So yeah, there wasn't a lot to film, to be honest. But I bought like one of those pack things that you can put in the microwave and warm up, or you can put it in the freezer and cool it down. So I bought one of those, and it's really good actually. It's only $10, which I think is amazing. It's quite small, which I think is also good for travelling and things like that. But it works wonders, and it actually quite helps my back. And I also bought a cream. I asked the pharmacy, the pharmacist woman, which one to get, which one she'd recommend. And I bought that one, and I put it on twice. Well, Jeremy put it on twice for me yesterday. And honestly, I hadn't really noticed it done anything. So that was $10 as well, which I kind of feel is a waste of money. So I'm going to try it again and put loads of cream on and see if that actually helps. So we'll see. But so far the heat pad is the best thing that's working. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I got a trapped nerve in my back last Saturday, so a week and a half ago, about 10 days ago. And it kind of hurt for a couple of days, and then it kind of wore off a little bit, so I started moving again, but it wasn't always 100%. And then yesterday when I was making breakfast and dancing in the kitchen, it pulled again, and so yesterday I was in pain a lot, so I thought, you know what, I can't deal with another 10 days of this. Went to CVS and went and got this heat pad, and this cream, which isn't doing much, like I said. But yeah, so I feel better today, but I'm still maybe 50%, like I can still feel it quite a bit when I move and when I breathe and things like that. So I'm hoping this heat pad today will work if I, you know, use it quite a bit today and just keep heat on it basically to try and relax the muscles and relax the nerves and everything. Anyway, that's super boring. So I know a lot of people during the quarantine are either relaxing and just watching Netflix and not really doing anything. A lot of people are working on new projects. A lot of people are trying to get fit, because obviously a lot of gyms and fitness studios are closed, so a lot of instructors are doing IGTV and lots of online classes, which I think is amazing, and I really wanted to do them. I've done a couple, but now because my back is sore again, I can't really stretch and move that much, so it's kind of a shame that like the gym was closed because of the coronavirus. You can't obviously see people because of the coronavirus. I can't do online classes because of my back, so it kind of would be a good opportunity to get fit and, you know, do some exercise and try different classes with different people. But I don't want to hurt myself even more, because last time I did this in December when I went home to see my grandma, I pulled it kind of this badly and it hurt, but then I did one movement. I was holding my laptop and moved it and put it onto the couch next to me because I was sat on the floor, and it pulled so badly that I was laying on the floor, my whole body was shaking, I was crying, I couldn't breathe, like literally couldn't breathe, because it felt like any time I took any breath, like I was being stabbed. Went upstairs to my parents' room, this was like 1 in the morning or something, crying and shaking, and they put some cream on my back and some painkiller and things and kind of sorted me out. So I'm really scared of that happening again, because it was so awful. It was like I was in so much pain. So I'm just being super careful. Like I probably could do yoga, but I don't want to risk it because it's not worth being in that much agony. So yeah. Anyway, so the plan for today, it's been quite nice actually, yesterday and today. So I feel like the first week of quarantine last week, so this Saturday when I hurt my shoulder 10 days ago, I also had an idea. I was like, okay, I'm not going to get any photo shoots in the next couple of weeks. What can I do to earn money? What do I know, or you know, what skills do I have that I can sell to people? And had the idea of doing presets. Now I've thought about doing presets before for my like travel photography. I'd never really thought of doing dog presets before, and then suddenly it hit me and I was like, oh my god, this is genius, why haven't I done this before? So that was last Saturday, so I spent the whole week working crazy hard on that all day every day, really wanting to get it done, and then that published on Saturday. So it took me a whole week to build a website, to get 10 presets online, to get 6 ambassadors, to figure out the shop. I'd never done an online shop before, so I've got the shop and I've got the emails and I've got promo codes and all these kind of things. So I worked really hard for 1 week, and then I kept seeing online that everyone's like relaxing this time and having me time and, you know, self-care and all the rest of it. And I thought, God, I'm doing the opposite. I'm working harder than I was beforehand because I'm, you know, worried about earning money. So I think this week, now that I've got that up online, and I think I did really well with it, I think this week I'm going to try and practice a little bit more self-care. So like I said, yesterday morning I did yoga, and then did a meditation, then had a nap, and then spoke to my friend for a bit, went to the shops, obviously got that thing, and then I just had a relaxing evening. Like I said, I couldn't move much because of my back anyway, but yeah, I'm kind of taking time for me. So I've come out today, this is why I wanted to talk to you. So I've come out this morning for a bit of a walk, and I've come and sat next to the water. So this is where we go paddleboarding, this is where we get in the water to go paddleboarding. It's only about a 5-minute walk from ours, but it's so nice to be in the sun and to be with water and to be away from people, obviously social distancing, you know, there's no one else here. So it's beautiful. Yeah, so today I'm going to sit here for maybe an hour or so. I might do meditation. I brought a book to read. I'm just going to try and practice some self-care really. I might try and do a kind of relaxing restorative yoga class later today if my back feels better. But yeah, I might paint my nails, might do a face mask, I might, you know, just do things that make me feel good and have a bit of me time for the next couple of days, probably today and tomorrow. So that'd be like 3 full days of complete relax and like no work and, you know, real chill time and real me time. So I think that'd be good for me. So yeah, let me know in the comments, what are you guys doing during the self-quarantine? Are you working hard? Are you relaxing? Are you Netflix and chilling? Are you working on projects? Are you seeing friends still? Are you doing, you know, what are you doing? Let me know, I'm interested, and let me know where you are as well in the world, so I can kind of, you know, see what different people are doing all around the world. That'd be really interesting for me. So first things first, I'm going to do a meditation. I'm going to lay down in the shade and listen to calm, because I paid $70 for that and I've used it maybe 20 times since the beginning of the year, so I really need to try and get into the habit of doing it every day. And seeing as though I can't go to the gym, seeing as I can't do yoga, I kind of thought if I come out for a walk, do my meditation, at least then I've done something and I've been out of the house and I've got some fresh air and some sunshine and done some meditation. God, I'm in a chatty mood today. That's 8 minutes of talking. I'll crop it down, don't worry. Anyway, yeah. So time to do a meditation, and then I think I'll read a little bit and just relax, just breathe, just try and, you know, stay calm and enjoy the experience as much as I can do. So I just finished my meditation and took a couple of photographs, but I wanted to share the speaking bit that she does at the end, the kind of lesson to learn or whatever, because it kind of applies to right now, in that just if something bad happens, just try and accept it for what it is and wait for it to be over. So I'm going to play that last bit for you because I think it might help some of you to kind of, work through this coronavirus stuff. So I'm going to play that now, so have a listen and listen to what she's saying and try and take it in a little bit. It might calm you down a little bit and make you a little bit less stressed about what's going on.
And today I'd like to talk about aversion. Aversion is at its core the feeling of resistance. When our needs and expectations go unmet, we resist our reality, and this creates upset and suffering. We feel an inner opposition to people and situations we don't like, sometimes avoiding or even pushing them away. Another way to think of aversion is that it's caused by having attachments. When people don't behave the way we want or circumstances don't unfold how we'd like, it's often not the external world that causes our suffering. It's our attachment to things being a certain way. There's a helpful metaphor that illuminates this concept, which compares aversion to being stuck by two arrows. The first arrow is the unpleasantness of an experience. It could be a stressful work situation, a task we don't feel up to or confident about, a difficult family member, or a partner we feel neglected by. That's the first wound. Then, because we're unable to accept what's happening, we tighten and resist, deepening our aggravation. This is the second arrow, the second wound, which prolongs the suffering. But we can challenge our aversions and avoid this suffering. To illustrate, imagine you're on a crowded overnight flight, seated near several families traveling with young toddlers. The plane nears its destination and begins its descent. And as the air pressure changes, the baby's ears plug up and they start crying. It's a well-worn situation. We've all been there. Rather than climb into thoughts of how grating and irritating the situation is, the moment we recognize our aversion, we consciously make efforts to change our response. We can smile and think, all right, this is what's happening right now. And we can make efforts to empathize with the little ones, recognizing I'd be crying too if I were 2.5. We can see the crying as just another sound, like the engines, passengers moving around, or the occasional announcements. Eventually, the baby's ears adjust, the landing gear comes down, the plane lands, and the experience ends. Just one arrow. Acceptance means acknowledging that, yes, what we're experiencing is happening whether we like it or not. It puts a stop to that increasing aggravation, allowing us to fully absorb what's happening and assess how we can skillfully respond. As the author Hermann Hesse advised us, we do our best to love our suffering. Do not flee from it, he said. It is your aversion that hurts, nothing else.
So I'm just walking back home now, and that was so nice to spend like an hour or so just on my own, do some meditation, read a book, sit and relax, watch the fish, have some fresh air and some sunshine. I think that's like such a good start to the day, so I might do this for the next couple of days I think, and try and get into a bit of a routine of at least being outside and having some me time and read and meditate and things. So I'm just walking home now anyway. I'm gonna get some breakfast because I'm hungry. But yeah, that was so nice. try and get outside, guys. If you're stuck inside, try and at least go and sit in the garden if you have one, or sit on the balcony, or do something to be outside in the fresh air and hopefully in the sunshine wherever you are. There's a house here with a tree with my favourite flowers on. I love walking past it and seeing it, so I'll show you as well. So, as you know, I'm having a really relaxing couple of days, and then I found out that Love Island is a UK show. I think it's also happened in Australia, is now in the States. I think they're on episode 22, but I've only just found out, so I'm watching from the first episode and having some like me time, chilling out, relaxing, watching some shit on TV. And then one of the contestants came on the screen, and I was like, I recognise him, but I don't know why. And then it shows like the tape of him, like his like audition tape or whatever, like the introduction thing. And he's like, "Hi, I'm Michael, I'm from Miami." And I was like, oh my god, I know that guy. Well, I don't really know him. But basically, when we first moved here 2 years ago, like I told you before, I did loads of photography. I photographed loads of different people, and one person in particular was a guy called Brad, who was like an alternative model into like quite dark, like grungy, graffiti kind of photographs. Anyway, his roommate was this guy called Michael, this guy. And he's like a model, and he's done runway model work, and like Brad was always trying to get me to do a photo shoot with him and like the two of them together. It never happened. But anyway, this is the guy who's now on Love Island. So that's quite funny that, I don't know, just completely shocked me. Like of all the people in the States that could be on the show, there's someone that like, you know, like a friend's friend kind of thing. It's funny how that like 6 degrees of separation is like true, I think. Anyway, that's fun. That's the little update for now. I'm going to paint my toenails. I just got my nail varnish out. I'm going to take my nail polish off my toes and paint them again and have some more me time. I've been eating chocolate, which is naughty but yummy. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? And this is his, let me show you, so I can like, not prove a point, I mean it doesn't really matter, but. So that's him on the Love Island TV show, and then that's his Instagram. Oh, there. So yeah, obviously it's the same guy, but that's so funny, I was not expecting that at all. Good morning, I just wanted to talk to you quickly and show you the products that I bought for my sore back. Like I said, I had a trapped nerve in my back, and I bought 2 products, one worked and one didn't. So I'm going to start with what didn't. So I bought this Icy Hot lidocaine or something. Oh, sorry. This is the product, and it comes in a little bottle like this. I used this a couple of times, and honestly I didn't feel anything. It's supposed to go on cold and then warm up, and I didn't feel that at all. It didn't help my back at all. It was like I just put like regular cream on my back, so I would not recommend that. But what I would recommend is this. This is from CVS, and this is a Peas Hot or Cold Therapy Pack, and you put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, or I think you can put it in the fridge and the freezer to cool it down. And it's this size, so it's kind of you know, just bigger than my hand. It fits in my hand. But this has been perfect. This has been amazing. So I warm up for 30 seconds, and then sometimes an extra 10 seconds, and then I put it on my back where it's sore, and it works perfectly. It kind of relaxes my muscles, and obviously warms up that area a little bit. So if you ever have a sore back, I would recommend this from CVS, and it's only $10 as well. The cream is $10, but obviously with things like creams, once you use it all, you've used it all, whereas this you can use it, you know, over and over and over again. So this has been awesome. Anyway, today my back is still, I'd say it's kind of 10% sore. Like, it's pretty much fine, but it does still hurt a little bit with certain movements, which is a shame because I want to start working out while we're in quarantine. I had kind of got into a routine of going to the gym last week, but then the gym closed because of the quarantine thing, so I was kind of left a little bit unsure as to what to do. And then obviously I've had problems with my back as well, so I've not really been doing much. But I think today I might do like a home workout thing for beginners, and I'm on YouTube and I found Pop Sugar Fitness. So Pop Sugar Fitness has loads of different classes, and they have some beginner ones as well for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, lots of different ones. So I might have a go at that today. We'll see how I get on with my sore back, if it hurts or if I pull it even worse or whatever. But I kind of feel like I should be using this time to get fit and to, you know, do some exercises. So yeah, I might have a go at that, and then I'll get some breakfast and shower and sort myself out because I am looking a hot mess. So as you saw, I did yoga rather than the fitness thing because my wireless headphones, like earphone things I've got, don't work anymore, and I didn't think I'd be able to hear the video from, oh that's gone bright, from standing up. So I did yoga, and today I'm working on some projects, so it's going to be a boring day today. So I'm going to close the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all staying safe with the coronavirus and social distancing and eating well and still looking after yourselves. Yeah, that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!